Yeah. Check it out now. Let me tell it, homie. Around my territory, listen to my true story, let me tell it, homie. This is how it pop off around my territory. Better show love, show never better back up off me. This is how it go down around my town. Defending my title, survival, defeat challengers. Check out how I made it from scratch, just call me crossfader. Wrote it down on paper, now haters can catch the gas vapor. Crossing state of federal flavor, we keep it several. Now wipe the sleep right out your eyes if your vision's blurry. We mainly ravage those savages who fly by night with Alibaba notorious, you could call me Papa. The showstopper, hold it down like a shot blocker. So all my riders get up and do the gangster strut. You a dime chick with a big butt, now mix it up like mutts. Getting dirty in the desert, kid, and never lose my touch. When the pressure's on steel, guaranteed much.
Strung out on you, believe in my heart every night and day. I'm strung out on you, I can hardly wait to see you again.
You are correct.
What's up, players? Welcome. It is Friday. Happy Friday to all you players out there, and welcome to our show. Before we get started, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this weather. You know, I keep on talking about the weather. Every single time we go on that, always talking about the weather. Weather's been up and down. People getting these allergies now. The allergies are starting to act up now.
Yeah,
because I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a high poly count or something like that.
Well, that's what happens when you. I don't have much to say about it. I've been saying this already, so I'm only going to say this once, and that's it. It's because of the weather change. That's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, One day is cold, and then one day it'll be hot. So.
Yeah.
But, shit. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's true. You know, and also the fact that my wife has very strong allergies because now she's starting to feel it. I'm like, great. So,
Players, if you have any methods of combating allergies, man, I've got them bad. Hook us up.
Oh yes indeed. And of course, what do you think? Let's talk about what we've been playing. Lately, I've been playing that damn vampire freaking crawlers, man. Vampire crawlers is taking over my life again. This game is like crack. Pardon my, but it is. It's really like taking over my life. Every single time I want to play something, I start playing it, and then I keep on thinking about freaking vampire crawlers. Like someone pop up. And they said, "Oh, I'm playing Vampire Crawlers." I'm like, fuck, damn it, I've got to play freaking Vampire Crawlers now. So I jumped back on Vampire Crawlers. I even tried to do like a small little stream and stuff like that. And I was actually explaining how the system works. And it's very simple. It's simple to play, but very, very complex to master too because it's a card system, but it's almost like it's a dungeon crawler plus a card system. Understanding the colors because the colors of each card actually it matches what character you actually have. So each character actually has a bonus for each color that certain card is, and of course it's also armor and also learning about mana points that you actually have to use, and it gets and learning about buffs. Each card actually maximizes a certain power for certain cards. One actually can give you more cards in your deck, so you actually can be able to maximize your combinations. And it's wild too because and also there's monsters that pop out of nowhere. Like for instance, you're in the middle of a map and you're just kind of roaming around doing your thing. All of a sudden the music changes, and then this boss character jumps out of nowhere. And this dude actually has this high HP count and all that stuff, and you're sitting right there, and you're looking at your deck, and you're like, oh, I am purely effed now. Because you don't have enough. You have to sit by, you're just kind of trying to figure it out, and then you're like, okay, well, I think I'd be able to beat him. Like, I almost got his life down, but this guy has been taking like 30 hit points off of me every single time it hits me, and I only had like 61. I'm like, come on, two hits Bruh. Nah, that's
Ain't
not
that a
fair.
bitch?
That's not fun. But yeah, I mean, I'm digging it. I love this game. This game is. These guys are wizards, man. If you ever played Vampire Survivor, you'll definitely like this game. This game is actually fun. Oh, what have you guys been playing?
I'm going through withdrawals, man. I haven't played at all this week.
Nothing? Okay.
Nothing, man. I've just been exhausted after work, and that's that.
I feel you. I feel you in that one. Johnny?
No, I haven't really been playing that much. I went to my bad log, and then I started playing a little bit more of Metal Slug. So I went through the whole trilogy on my on the Xbox Series X, and I played through Metal Slugs 1, 2, X, 3, 4, 5. That's it. I'm just taking a breeze on the new games because there's nothing really I want to play right now until Yoshi and the Mystery Book comes out and the new and the new Lego Batman game. So those are the only two games I'm looking for now.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that Lego Batman. My wife wants it, so she's in the other room, so I can't really say much about it. But on a DL.
Just spit it out, man. Just spit it out.
No, because
dude.
She's gonna be watching.
Edit this part out, dude.
Okay, just
cut that part out.
I have to keep it a secret, but don't go like you want to spit it out or something.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, you don't say it or you don't say it or say it.
Say it or don't say it. I got you, man.
Don't do that weird pause, man. That's weird.
I know, man. But anyway, let's get right into it, man. What's up, players? How you doing? And welcome to another episode of Gaming Treble. I hope you're having an awesome time. Let's introduce my awesome panel. Let's start with the Neon Shogun, the best shaved beard in the business. He is also about those ARPGs and JRPGs, and of course those stealth games. He's also a mixed martial artist as well as also did some indie wrestling in his past. And he is the one and only Tony San Miguel.
Kept you waiting, huh? What's up, players? Been a long, boring week. A little bit rough at some points. I'm happy to be here. Happy to see you all here hanging out with us. We're going to talk about some fun stuff tonight. Happy to be here with my buddies. Love seeing you guys every weekend, man. Thank you for this.
All right. And, of course, we're going to talk about the one who's all about those cosplays. He actually has some amazing cosplays. He's also won a few cosplay contests. He actually is also about those collectibles. He collects amazing statuettes. As you see in his background, of course, of Kenshiro.
Dude, hold on a second. You always mention the Kenshiro. It seems like every time you mention
he wants it, dude.
It's like he wants it. You say that like almost every episode. Well, get your own. Get your own.
If it's still available, I'll get it, man. Definitely. If it's I want it, yeah.
I know you want this, though.
I do. I'm serious, man. That thing is freaking hot, though, man. It's freaking off.
Yeah,
anyway.
I bet you're enjoying the new show as well, though, which was great, by the way.
Oh my God, dude, yeah, that's.
Oh, the new episode that came out today, man.
The Bruce
oh my
Lee
God.
reference, I got that one.
You got the Bruce Lee reference. Tony didn't see it yet.
Woo! Yes, sir.
That's. I'm watching it tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely tomorrow.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll text you, bro. I'll text you.
Yes,
okay.
And of course, but he's also about that knowledge. He's knowledgeable about all the amazing games. He's also about the history. He is the one and only Johnny Elisea.
What's going on, players? Happy May, by the way. It's May 1st, so I hope you have a great May, and make it. I hope it goes well for you guys. And I had a little bit of a rough week, so just like Tony. So, but now the weekend's here, and I'm sure everything will hopefully be settled down. But I'm glad to be here with you guys and talk about what's going on in the gaming industry and all some of the interesting stuff that was released yesterday too, which was pretty good though. There were some people I had some a little bit of disputes with. I'm sure you guys seen it, but people still going on with the whole DRM thing with PlayStation and the whole Pragmata situation. People are still up in arms about that. And recently, I saw a good video from I don't know if you know her. Her name is Shoe on Head, and she destroyed the dog abuser Hassan Piker, and she
Nice.
literally destroyed his ass. And then,
Good.
yeah, and he came back, and his he tried to make a comeback to her and try to respond to it. It's just so pathetic in a whole way. It just shows you how extremely pathetic and how much of a piece of shit this guy is. So I'm glad to see a lot of people are calling this piece of shit out and the dog. And like I said before, don't forget this guy actually abused his dog and on live stream, which is sick, you know. But other than that, it's gonna be interesting on all the stuff we're gonna be talking about. So yeah. So why don't we get the show on the road, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. So let's just dive into it. Let's just throw both feet in. Let's go into that gaming space because I have a lot to talk about. And yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree. Yeah. So it turns out, if you don't know, you should be in the know. If you're a Dead or Alive fan, Dead or Alive 6 last round will be coming out, I believe, next month in June. And
At the end of June.
yeah, at the end of June. And they just released a new trailer for the DLC. Okay, now if you don't know, they didn't make an announcement that the DLC characters, Mai and Kula, who is actually part of SNK, was not going to be making a return in Dead or Alive 6 last round. But they made a turnaround, and they said that now those characters will be available via DLC. But here's the problem. Even though you downloaded those characters for the vanilla version of Dead or Alive 6, you cannot port those characters over. Nothing gets ported over. You starting from ground
That's
zero.
ridiculous.
Bullies, man. Boo.
Okay? Have they not learned from their $1,000 of freaking DLC and all their freaking fluff that nobody wants that? Now you have to pay for it again?
That's awful.
Now on top of that, why not do a worthwhile announcement like rollback, which everyone's been asking for, and you fail to even bother to implement it? I'm pretty sure you could be able to implement rollback features. Oh, how about crossplay? Crossplay, which is actually should be industry standard, especially for fighting games, because how fragmented the fighting game community actually is. People play on Xbox, people play on Switch 2, people play on PlayStation 5, people play on Steam. But you're going to split them all into 4 different locations or 3 different locations? It's not available for Switch 2, by the way, which is a travesty.
Wow.
Yeah, then they have...
I'm mad for fans.
No, not at all. So, what's the deal? What? You don't have the time? You don't have the staff? You don't have the talent? What's going on? I don't know what the deal is. But this right here is a no-go. What do you guys think about that?
Oh, I think it's awful. I mean, here's the thing, though. I mean, if this new Dead or Alive 6 version is coming out, usually what fighting games do is that when they release like their updated versions, they would always include the DLC characters. They would always it would be included right there in front. Because if they're DLC characters before in those other versions, then when they come out with the new versions of those games, they're already there. Let's just say, for example, let's take Mortal Kombat 9 for example. Okay, since you have all those characters, you bought those characters, they're already there, and that's it though. Now, I remember the PlayStation Vita version. Okay, they had the PlayStation Vita version, and when you buy that version, okay, because that game was like I think that game came out like a year or two like after Mortal Kombat 9 came out on the 360 and the PlayStation 3, and they came out for the PlayStation Vita. And guess what? That you know what they did with that version? Not only like they I mean, of course, the graphic ain't going to be the best of the whole version, but you know what they did for that version? And just going a little topic, they added a new challenge tower, and they added new outfits, and the DLC characters are free. They're already available at the start.
They had me a hello.
Yeah,
They had me a
and they
hello.
added new mini games and stuff like that in there though. And they're not. This is like taking a step back. This is like taking a step back. You're telling people like, oh, listen, I paid for these characters already. Why do I have to pay for these characters again for the newer versions? Doesn't make sense. So yeah, I know. I think that's awful. I think that's terrible.
Well, Tony, what's your take on this?
I really think it's a silly thing for them to do. Why would they? Like Johnny said, when they release an updated version, the DLC characters are prepackaged. Why would they do that? Why wouldn't they do that with this? At least offer okay, if the system can see that you have these characters, your purchase history, your save files, whatever, you should just be able to download those characters for free. You already bought them. Double charging your customers, it's just a prick move. That's what I gotta say.
It's greed. It's pure greed.
Like why are they cheaping out on DLC lately?
Yeah, I mean, come on, right? Those characters were already a DLC before, though. So why?
Yeah.
What? And then on top of that, you're going to charge people more money for their outfits.
Especially if you're one of those people that buy the Ultimate Editions that have like season passes and whatever. You're making them buy everything again? Ain't that a pisser?
Yeah,
that is.
Because I'm one of those guys. I buy the Ultimate Editions and the season passes, and then boom, I got to buy them again. I don't think that's going to happen this round.
Yeah, people are going to walk away. They probably won't even want to touch that game now.
Well, a lot of people.
Vet made a great point about this whole subject.
The video has been downvoted more than.
Oh yeah, the ratio.
The ratio, exactly.
Because
people feel like they're being milked again. This was besides the fact that they actually tarnished the game before it got released because of all the stupid shenanigans they did at a tournament. But the fact of the matter is that you are now milking every single player out there and telling them, oh, you have to pay for all these outfits. You can't unlock them. I mean, you unlock a few, but there's a small fraction of amount of outfits you get. 5, 3, maybe I think it's 5, and some of them are repeats. They're just color swaps. That's it. They're not even different outfits. They're just color swaps.
That's the same crap that they did with Mortal Kombat 1.
That's
okay.
Remember that Tony in Mortal Kombat 1? He used to spend. It's basically the same outfit, but then it's just like different colors.
Yeah. Or they give it like a theme, like a weather theme, like winter or fall or some nonsense like that. They're the same outfits.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat 1 pulled that bullshit.
So right now, I mean, guys in the chat, what do you think about that? I want to hear your feedback on that. What do you think?
Vet put something in there already, dude.
Oh, he did? Oh, yeah. He said fighting games are becoming as
out.
bad as football and soccer games for monetizing the hell out of them. I hate DLC. You know what, Beck? So true.
He's right.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I mean, but yet you can kind of, sort of get away with that with sports games because sports games actually are dynamic. Especially when it comes to the actual sport. Because new players come and go, injuries happen, all that stuff happens in real time.
Dude.
So they can get away with that. But a fighting game where everything is like static, and you don't really have to do all that stuff. Why? What's the point? What's the point of actually monetizing all of that stuff? You're pricing people out again. People would not be interested in investing in playing your game. Especially the fact that you're not even sweetening the deal by adding freaking rollback features to actually make a smoother gameplay for online playing, or you could be able to fight against people on other consoles. That should be standard now. It's so easy to do, but yet they don't want to do it. They don't want to waste time.
I do want to ask. Yeah, I do want to add though. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more fighting game news throughout the week because this weekend is Evo Japan.
Yeah.
So I did heard that well, it already happened though, but they finally did it, guys. They finally did it. You know what happened? Digital Eclipse finally added crossplay to Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Woo!
They finally did it after all these months though, but some people tested it out though, but the online's still not too good. It's still not good.
Well, I give him
it's still not good.
I give him an A for effort. Okay, B. I'll give him B. B for effort. Because listen, I mean, at least they try to implement it, unlike some other companies.
Yeah, because they could have just said, screw it, we screwed this game up, we'll just move on. But at least they added it though, so we have to give them that. You got to give them credit.
Yes, absolutely.
They didn't let it die. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true.
Fans.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we're done with Dead or Alive though, there's something I do.
Let's move on.
I do have to say that they did announce War Heroes Perfect, and what it is that they're going to re-release this game, and they're going to have rollback, netcode, they're going to have gallery modes, and all that good stuff, new artwork. But problem is that it's only on Steam, and it's not for consoles. And then I actually wrote on Twitter and I said, "Oh, cool, but you know what? I hope this gets released on consoles too, because come on, you can't leave out the console players. All right, there's people out there that doesn't even want a computer. That they don't want. It's like you got people out there that don't even want a computer, or they just want to buy the console. They just put the game in, play their game in, and that's it. That's all they want. Because I understand that there's people out there that are using Steam now, but you can't be leaving out the consoles players. So I'm hoping SNK will bring this to consoles as well, because they did pull the same thing like they did with Fatal Fury, Real Battle Fatal Fury 2. And I don't think it's right that they're doing this with War Heroes Perfect. So,
you know what? I feel like Steam, even though it is a pretty decent hub for a lot of games. I mean, if you're a PC player and everything, you're in heaven. I mean, you got everything. You got access to everything. Everything,
I love it.
Old and new. It's like the licensing of certain games, and I think seems to bypass everything. You could be able to download practically a lot of games that have long since been taken off console for years, even decades.
Yeah.
But
as long as you have the physical copy, you're fine. But I understand what you're saying.
Exactly. But the thing is that not a lot of players out there want to go digital all the time. People like to have physical copies. People like to be able to have the things tangible in their hands. And also the fact that a lot of players out there still own a console. So why skip out on that? Why not get a better reach on, it's so easy to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know what the deal is. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I just don't understand. But go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
Video game players are the same as like music and book lovers, man. They'll love an LP. They'll love a physical book. We're right up there with those people if we're the ones that like physical media.
Right.
It's the same thing, man. We just don't want to see the original art die, man, and we want to enjoy it the way it was made and the way it was meant to be.
Exactly. Yeah, there's actually some stories I heard that when people when they watch a movie on a streaming service, they actually know something different of a movie, and saying, it's been happening a lot recently. I've been hearing a lot of stories on Twitter and on X that they said, "Oh, I saw this movie on, let's just say on Disney Plus, or I saw this on I don't know, I could say for example, maybe like Paramount Plus, and they say, oh, I was watching this movie the other day that I haven't seen in like 10 years, and then I noticed that there's some scenes that were not there. So
Yeah.
that's why I always tell people you're better off just buying the physical. I remember when I was watching an episode of Ren and Stimpy on Paramount Plus, and it was something. It was the episode was when Ren and Stimpy went to this museum, and there was a part where Stimpy was the tour guide. Stimpy was pulling. He pulled off the guy's nose, his glasses, and his teeth, and he was imitating him. And they took that scene out. And I'm saying, like, so why did they take that scene out? That scene is hilarious. You know, I think I showed you guys that scene.
Yeah, you did. You did. My thoughts on that: censorship. They found a way to bring nostalgia back from the past, but they want to try to make it more acceptable on today's terms. Why not keep the original content? Why? You're trying to erase what erase the past. You're trying to correct the past. Stop. You number one, you're ruining the product. Number two, the people who are actually nostalgic and like to go back to watch these shows, and they like they remember them, right? Then when you go back to them, you're like, wait a minute, hold on a second. Why is this scene different? Like, for instance, there was a scene, and I believe it was, I think it was A Different World or whatever it was. It's one of the shows that I used to watch.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. That went viral.
Yeah.
Yes. I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
And I watched the episode, and I was like, they zoomed in, and they took out that controversial part, and I was saying to myself, wait a minute, wasn't something else supposed to happen right there? And then I watched the original, and it was supposed to be talking about there was a fight or something like that, and there was a back and forth. And
something about the Jonah Ark, or something about like the Jonah Ark.
Jonah Ark thing, right?
Yeah.
So why take it out? It's an important lesson. It's an important lesson. It's important. That part right there was very important, and you're taking that part out. Why? It makes no sense whatsoever. And they're trying to do the same thing with video games, and they're trying to do the same thing. The senseless censorship makes no sense whatsoever. Stop
Like when they
touching
put
original
Benoit
content.
in my wrestling game.
Yeah, stop touching original content. Keep it. If you're gonna remaster it, touch it up, fine. Like they did with the Laurel and Hardy. Remember with the Laurel and Hardy, their thing was black and white, and they actually did Technicolor, and they actually made a color. That's fine. They didn't touch anything. They kept everything the way it was.
Yeah.
But now they're just splicing things out and just saying, this is too risque for today's terms. Let's just take that out.
You know who started this trend? Lucas.
This is not good for kids. Was it meant for kids?
No, not Lucas. The Indiana Jones guy. He started this taking stuff out of the movies.
Yeah.
Spielberg, thank you, sweetie. Yeah, Spielberg.
Yes.
When he tried to take the guns out of Indiana Jones and all that stuff.
Oh my.
Yeah, he started that nonsense.
This is the reason why I did not buy the Onimusha 2 remaster that came out, because of all the stuff they took out from the original game. I still have the original game on PlayStation 2, thank God. So, yeah, I said to myself, they're releasing Onimusha 2. Cool, I'll buy it as a remaster. Okay, maybe they upgrade the graphics, maybe they fix the tank controls, all that stuff. Okay, that's cool. I'll check it out. But the minute I saw all the stuff they took out, some of the stuff they took out from the original game, I was out. I was done. I'm saying, sorry, Capcom, you ain't taking my money. And they did a survey. They actually did a survey, and then everybody online on Twitter, say, make sure you take that survey, and then they said, and you put down the reason why you didn't buy this game, and put down the reason I did not buy this game is because you took out original contact that was in the original game. Okay. That's the reason why I did not buy this game, because number one, you didn't have this. People also said that they didn't release a physical copy, but the main reason why people didn't buy it is because you took out content that was in the original game. So everybody was saying that. Make sure you put that in that survey and let Capcom know that they got to stop this shit.
Go woke, go broke. That's the way I say it. Go woke, go broke. That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. So if you listen, Capcom, I'm glad you're doing these remasters, but you got to stop this. You have to. Otherwise, we don't even want any remasters from you guys if you keep doing this shit. You did the same thing with Dead Rising, and you did it with Onimusha 2. That's why I didn't buy them.
Do you think it was not the original creators, but do you feel like it was the ones who were doing the remaster that decided to make those cosmetic decisions of the removal? I have a feeling that it is the ones who's doing the remaster. They decided to kind of take things out.
Mm-hmm.
I have an answer for
it's
that.
It's probably at the advice of fucking lawyers, dude.
Yeah,
I guarantee it's lawyers. It's always lawyers.
Yeah, talk to me.
I have an answer for that. I remember I was watching a live stream, and they had these Japanese developers for the Dead Rising remastered, and they were saying that they had to add the stream mode, because in the original Dead Rising game there was some licensed music in the game, so they had to add a stream mode, so that way when a person plays on the stream server, definitely Twitch though, because on Twitch you're gonna get hit regardless. If it was like on Rumble or Kick, you'll be fine. But if it's like platforms like YouTube or Twitch, you're gonna get hit hard for that. So that's the reason why they put that. And they even said this, and I'm pretty sure I heard this though. I mean, you folks, the players out there, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember hearing that the developers, they said that we wanted to make this remaster because we want to make sure this goes for a modern audience so they can enjoy this. So when they said that, I was like, okay, so the people in the West, you want to please these so-called people that are saying that they represent the Western players. They're gonna tell them that, oh, we need you to take this out, we need to take that out because it doesn't fit our values. No, fuck you. These people do not speak for us. These people do not speak for us. Okay?
Speak for yourselves.
And the numbers show. They even show that the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, they even said it sold poorly. Okay? They even showed the numbers that it did not sell well. Oh, why did it not sell well? Maybe. Does anybody know why this game didn't sell well? I thought everybody loved Dead Rising. Come on.
You want a better looking version of the original? Don't change anything. Stop it.
It's not exactly. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why it didn't sell. Okay, you can update the graphics. Make it all beautiful, fix everything up. But the minute you take any contact out from the original game, players are going to notice it. You cannot fool the players. You can't. You cannot fool the players, especially the ones that played the original game. They're going to find something that you cut out, and you will get called out on it. So stop it. Enough is enough.
I just want the original game, but more gooder.
You want my wallet?
How hard is that? More gooder.
You want what? You want my wallet? You do the right thing. You see this right here? This right here keeps you in business. This right here keeps your employees paid. This right here is actually what makes you get revenue and all that, get profit that you keep on chasing after. Not some stupid just by name only shit. That doesn't work. No. Oh, speaking of which, we're going to talk about Resident Evil in a minute, but that's another thing I'm going to throw. I'm going to throw some daggers at.
What I was just saying is, we're your boss. We're your boss. Make the games we want.
I do. Okay. So are we done with this
Yeah,
topic?
we're done with that one. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, before we go on to Resident Evil, you know what tomorrow is, gentlemen? Does anybody know what tomorrow is?
No.
No. No. Tomorrow is Free Comic Book Day.
Oh,
Does
free
everybody
comic
like
book.
Oh, that's
You
right.
mentioned that. That's right. Yeah.
Does everybody like free comics?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I have some comics news that I'd like to share with you guys. That's going to be free, and you can pick these up tomorrow. So if I may share my screen here, let's see. Okay, start share. I'm gonna show you. Let me see. I want to share this with you guys. Let's start off with this one. Everyone loves Street Fighter. Actually, let me see if I can share all four of these for you guys. Look at that. We have Street Fighter Forever.
Cool.
So
Nice art.
that's actually
Looks sexy.
beautiful art. Yeah, from the people who did Udon Comics. They're gonna release.
Oh, that's
Street Fighter
right.
Forever. Yeah,
Cool.
that's gonna be free. Yeah, so you go to your local comic book shop and you can pick up. I suggest you guys go out there early to your local comic book shop and pick this up because I'm pretty sure that they're gonna sell out. Not the people are gonna pick this up and they're gonna be gone. And the next one, I don't know. Can you see the next one?
Oh,
We got.
yeah.
Yeah, we got
Nice.
Mega Man. We got Mega Man Showdown Special. Now, you ever want to see like a battle between Proto Man and Bass? Some people like to call him Bass, but I think the right term is Bass. What do you think?
Bass.
I think we
Yeah,
Bass,
because
right?
it's like music. Treble and bass.
Yeah, people exactly. People call him Bass for so. I'm like, okay, whatever. It is
No,
what it is. But
totally base. Bass. What is he, a
Totally
fish? He's gonna get
Oh,
eaten by a
Bring
bear?
out the tackle bass. Bring out the
Yeah.
tackle bass. We're going.
Bass.
We're going. We're going for the Marlins. Oh, it's a big one.
That's a good one, Tom. But yeah, so you get to see a battle between Proto Man and Bass. So this should be an interesting battle. I like to see this one. I like to see the outcome for this. So that's the one you can pick up tomorrow. And this one is Sonic the Hedgehog. I think this is a new series that's coming out from IDW. So it's going to be Sonic and Tails. They're going to go on some new adventures. And I don't know the full details, but I believe this is a new series that's coming out. So they give me like a free preview of it. So you can check
Look at
that
the
out.
retro art. Look at the retro
They got me.
art.
Sonic the Hedgehog, they got me. Oh, absolutely.
It's got the
Yeah.
retro art. I like it.
Yeah, it's a retro art. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It brings back the good old
Classic
days.
Sonic.
The blue bird.
Exactly.
The blue blur, baby. Woo! Can't
Yeah,
wait.
exactly. Yeah. So you can pick that up tomorrow as well. And then here, the last one here is DC Cross Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ooh.
This is with
Get out of
Sonic
here,
and
Superman with Sonic the Hedgehog. Nice.
teaming up with the DC heroes like Superman, Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's gonna be a
Cyborg,
fun
I'm
one.
and many others.
definitely getting that one. Oh my god. I gotta get my hands on that one. Oh my god.
This comic so right, this series is going right now, but what they're doing is that they're giving out like a free preview issue. So if you like this if you like what you see in this preview that they're giving out for free, then you can actually check out the other issues they have for this. So this actually looks pretty interesting. So it's a crazy crossover, but I mean I like to see how this goes, you know?
Absolutely. You know what? That right there, I would get that one and Sonic the Hedgehog, and even hell, you know what? I want to get all four of them. I'm trying to get all four.
I'm gonna get all four of them. Forget that. Yeah. Also, what's that comic book shop? Newberry. This is called Newberry Comics.
Newberry Comics. That's right. Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna have free comic book day over there. So
if
I was
you know what?
guys,
It's like a
go
block
there
away from
early.
where I work. During my lunch period. Guess where I'm going?
Grab them as soon as you can because I know these comics they're gonna once they're gone, they're gone. But I'm definitely getting these four for sure.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Nice showing. Nice showing. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that one.
Yeah, so I had to share with you guys, especially who doesn't like free stuff, you know?
Yeah, you can't spell free without FREE, baby.
Yeah.
It
So
puts the comics put the fun in Freed, in the F in Freed.
Absolutely.
I stepped on that.
yeah,
That
I don't know.
sucked.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the Street Fighter Forever though, so I just saw that's going to be free, but I know it has something to do with Ryu, so I'm kind of interested in that. So.
Yep, and of course, let's get into it. We gotta have a dive into this one. I saw the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the trailer yesterday.
Which one?
Of the Resident Evil.
Oh, the Resident Evil movie.
The new Resident Evil movie, and we gotta talk about this one because it's giving me. I got a sour taste in my mouth. I mean, it's in name only.
Really?
It's in name only. It's in name only. And
Yeah. It looks decent, but it doesn't look like Resident Evil.
Well, there might be a little bit of. Go ahead. I'll let you say your thing, though. I mean, I do have a couple things that I do want to say that did interest me a bit about it.
Oh.
So.
Okay. All right. Listen. I love to hear your opinion about it because.
Sure.
Because I mean, really, this is we're not about agreeing or disagreeing. I want to know how you feel about it. But
sure.
I saw the trailer, and even though if I didn't see the Resident Evil name, it would be something very interesting. But the fact that they actually put the Resident Evil in the title kind of took me out of it. That's all I have to say about that. But other than that, I like the aesthetic, I like the atmosphere, and I like the suspense of it.
Yeah.
So it might be something I may watch just for the heck of it. And besides, it is, from the makers of, the
weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
Weapons.
Weapons and Barbarian.
Yes, and Barbarian. Dude, Barbarian, I watched that. Dude. Wow.
That was a pretty sick movie.
Wow. Okay, if you could stomach gore at a high level, something you might want to watch. But dude, one watch was enough for me. One watch was enough for me, man.
It's a movie you watch once and you never want to see it again.
Exactly. Wow. But I'm just gonna try to put up the trailer.
Okay. So like what you were saying, Torrance, is like it looks like a decent horror movie. A decent horror movie, but not completely detached and disconnected from Resident Evil. That part is throwing me off.
All right.
Yeah. So
okay. All right. I do want to say this though. If you remember on Resident Evil 7 and 8, a lot of people didn't know because remember when they first showed the preview of Resident Evil 7 when it first was shown, the first trailer of Resident Evil 7, a lot of people did not know that was Resident Evil until they saw the title screen. Okay?
Like me.
So, yeah. So this film right here, the director did say that this movie is not going to have the characters, but it's going to be a different scenario. So what I'm thinking about is that I think it's going to be like an original story, and it's going to take place around the events. He did say it was going to take around the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3. So what I'm saying here is that we see this guy, and we see him. He's getting his gun. He's running around. He's trying to survive, and the guy looks like Art Thompson from Resident Evil Survivor. That's what I'm getting at with this person.
Yeah, I do get that vibe from him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so the main thing is that when I saw this though, and then they show that huge, humongous, obese fat guy. He reminds me of the Duke from Resident Evil Village. So that's what caught my interest. My interest in it is that okay. So I need to see a little bit more of it though. But it does look like it's going to be a good horror movie. But people wants to know what's the connection of Resident Evil? Are we going to see something that has a connection with Umbrella, with Raccoon City, with any of the characters? That's what I want to know. So it got me interested. So I'm not saying like some of these people said, oh, no, this looks terrible, this looks bad, this has nothing to do with Resident Evil, so I'm not going to watch. No, I'm actually interested in seeing. I want to see more of it, though. I want to see a little bit more of this. So, because we had original stories. Like I said before, the Resident Evil 7 trailer, we would not know that's Resident Evil. We thought it was just going to be some horror game, just some kind of horror game, and then all of a sudden we saw it was Resident Evil 7. We were like, oh, okay. So I really want to see more of it.
Yeah,
so.
See, it was only a teaser trailer, so maybe I'm kind of jumping the gun a little bit in theory. But I mean, the fact that the atmosphere and what's going on got me curious because remember, it only tells you only bits and pieces. She's on the phone. He's talking to possibly his mother or maybe his wife or maybe his girlfriend. Who knows? Because I think it might be his mother. And trying to make sense of what's going on. And he says that he messed up and something is going on, and he's actually running for his life. These things do have that suspense. It seems like he's by himself because you don't see any other human characters with him. In the trailer, he's but he's out there. He's like isolated, by himself, finding weapons, finding a way to defend himself. You see him running away from something or running away from some things, Yeah. And also that partner thing where the doorway, where you see all these hands and these feet coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, what in the world is that?
Yeah, I'm curious about what that represents. But the thing that really got me almost skeptical was what the director actually said. He said that he is not going by the original Resident Evil story. Like his defense was, everyone knows Leon's story, and he doesn't want to expand on it because the video game already explained how his story is, and it's perfect. He says that verbatim.
He doesn't want to talk.
You know what? I respect that. No.
Yeah.
I get that. I respect that. It's true. You can't really mimic everything about the game into a movie because everyone's already played it.
Right.
But the thing is, this is my thoughts. It's nice to actually be able to have a fresh take on the certain characters. You could stick with the aesthetic, right? But expand on what that storyline is, because in a video game you have control. You control the scenarios, you control the pace, you control all that stuff. In a movie, It has to move. There's so much going on. Every single scene, every single situation, every single scenario. It has to, line up for a 2.5 or 3, depending on how long the movie actually is. And it has to have a conclusion. Or if you want to have a cliffhanger, in a sense, to
continuation,
to the next one. I get what he's coming at. But the thing is, though, people see Resident Evil. We're talking about the fans. We're talking about people who actually love Resident Evil. Like you, John. You love Resident Evil. You actually did the lore, everything.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, we did it. We did the awesome 30th anniversary for the show, and it was so great.
So a first take of Resident Evil, maybe it's a good idea, but I feel like it's a double-edged sword. That's my only take on it.
That's understandable.
It's a high risk maneuver, definitely.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. It looks clean. I like where they're going with it. It's just that I am right now on the fence.
Right. You're not 100% sold.
I'm not dismissing it. I'm just on the fence.
Right.
But on the fact of Street Fighter, which is the next subject.
Yeah, that Street Fighter is totally different. Street Fighter is totally different, though.
I've written it off. I've written it off. That right there, I've completely written it off.
All three of us agreed that we're this is not.
I'm done
talking
with it, dude.
Yeah, all three of us agreed that we didn't like what we saw.
Not my money. You can pirate it. You can do whatever you want. You can burn it on CDs. You can sell it to your friends on the street. I don't care what you do. But it's definitely it's not something that I am actually going to be spending not the
too.
merchandise, not
Yeah,
anything. I do not support it. And they made Guile a joke. They made Chun.
No, they made Ken. You know who's the biggest joke they made was Ken. The way they did Ken. Oh my God. Oh.
Ken is like Kung Lao. They always do him dirty. They're doing Ken dirty these recent years. Street Fighter 6, and now this movie, they're doing Ken dirty.
Yeah. So we're not gonna go too deep in Street Fighter because
we already talked about.
Back on Resident Evil. Back on Resident Evil, though.
Yeah,
like, I'm not even hating on it.
Yeah, I know. Resident Evil. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It looks like it's going to be a decent horror movie. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's all I'm taking. I just saw the trailer. I don't know any backstory. I don't know any reviews yet. I see a decent horror movie. The Resident Evil name doesn't seem to stick, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, it keeps you interested. So you're interested in it. Unlike Street Fighter, you're actually interested in this.
I'm totally interested. I'm not even a horror guy, and I want to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is that it has that concept. It has that survival horror feel to it, and that's what Resident Evil is supposed to be. You know,
like 7.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You're not some highly trained military person. You're a regular person. That's why 7 was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So, but speaking of, since we're on the movie kick, Mortal Kombat 2, it's going to be doing its, they're going to be doing that early preview on Monday, right? You said on
actually, on Monday I'm going to the I'm actually going to the New York City advanced screening of it though, and then on Wednesday we're going to be going to the fan screening of it on there. So
dude, I cannot wait. Okay. Oh, so speaking of which, the thing, if you actually put in, look, if you have Mortal Kombat 1 and you have the new content one, if you actually play the game, it literally gives you the teaser fight sequence in Mortal Kombat 2. It will show the fight between Kung Lao and Liu Kang. So if you actually play Mortal Kombat 1, like right now, if you go on to and you boot up Mortal Kombat 1, the trailer or a little teaser will actually pop up before you play the game. So it's almost like it gives you like a nice little bonus. But
yeah,
they're throwing you the good stuff, man. They want to get you back in. Yeah. But I actually got an opportunity to watch it, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited. They got me, man. They got me.
You want to know the minute that they got? You want to know what was the one that the minute they got me? When I went to the New York Comic Con Mortal Kombat 2 panel, and they showed us that 10 minutes scene with Johnny Cage fighting Baraka. When I saw that scene, I was like, okay, I was sold right there. And they showed us like an exclusive trailer, and they showed us they showed us the Deadpool stage. They showed us all these stages. I was like, oh my God, they really learned the lesson. They really took all the backlash. And they said, "Okay, we got to improve this. We got to do better on this." Yeah, they took it seriously. So I'm excited. I can't wait for Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah, they got my money, man. They got my money.
Cool.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
We get to see it early before it hits to the public.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Dude, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, all those players out there. Stay tuned next Friday. We're gonna give our take and everything of
we're gonna give a little review on it.
Yeah,
we'll definitely give you a review on it though for sure.
Yeah, we're not gonna do any spoilers or nothing like that. It's gonna be spoiler free. We're just gonna give you our thoughts and things like that, and I want you to see it because I want everybody to go see if it's as good as I think it's gonna be. So, but yeah. Any other thoughts? Anything else before we actually move on to our commercial break?
I think that's pretty much it, though. So that's something to look forward to next week. So there's more coming too. Everything else, that's it.
All right, cool. All right.
Well, just make sure tomorrow you get up early, you go to your local comic book shop and get those free comics that I showed you earlier.
Yes, free comics for the early birds. You know, the early birds gets worms. I'm sorry, the early birds gets the worm. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, guys. But before I go into our commercial break and everything, we're gonna give a shout out to our awesome sponsor. We gotta talk about W.
Oh yeah.
Most awesome, fantastic energy drink. Great mix, fantastic flavors, all the B vitamins, none of the filler, no red red 5 dye that's dangerous for you. It's actually it's competitively priced. It's competitively priced and everything. Because some people, I just feel like, but for what you're getting high quality. It comes with a coffee bean extract that actually gives you all the energy, all that lift, and none of that drop. It's fantastic for working out. It's great for actually doing if you're studying. If you're studying all night, it gives you that constant energy. All-nighters when you're playing streaming or you're playing video games, this is the stuff for you. It also does have a collaboration with Crunchyroll, so you can get some great flavors such as the Bleeding Orange, the Chainsaw Man. And of course, and you get Freren, which actually has the honeydew and white grape, delicious flavors, all different types. They even have a s'mores flavor, which is great. And of course, they have a new flavored cherry lime. So why don't you go ahead and go to the website w.gg, check out all the great stuff right there. They got shakers too, as well.
Nice.
Go to the website. Once you get to the checkout, use our code TREBLE, TR3BLE. Get that 10% off on your purchase. Tell them that Gaming Trouble sent you. And remember, be better. So, at that note, let's go to our commercial break, and we'll be back in about roughly 10 minutes.
All right.
Wepa.
Gaming Trouble will return after this commercial break.
Picross, the mind-building puzzle game where clues and numbers uncover hidden pictures. It's as challenging as Tetris. Mario's Picross on Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
It's so big.
Unique exercise for your brain.
He can run, there's no escape. He can hide, that's his fate. He can fight with all his might and never win. When good battles evil, the real game begins.
Talk to me! This is Game Genie from Kaloo, the awesome video game enhancer for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Attach it to most of your video games. Double Dragon 3 or Super Mario Bros. 3. You can go to any level. Live forever. Jump higher. Make your own effects. And get radical firepower.
Go to any level, jump higher, stay bigger, live forever. Game Genie, the radical video game enhancer.
Tetris, Dr. Mario. Tetris, Dr. Mario. Tetris, Dr. Mario.
They're on one game pack. Tetris and Dr. Mario. It's twice as insane. Only for Super NES.
I'm gonna kick your tail. No, I'm gonna kick your tail. No, I'm gonna kick your tail.
Nintendo Power 12 times a year. 6 great issues plus 6 free strategy guides on a hot new game. That's twice the power for still $15. Wow! Call now.
And we're back. Go ahead, callers. How do I get to World 3 or World... Don't ask me. Call for Nintendo Power. Operators are standing by and the call is free. Subscribe now and get the first strategy guide. 84 pages of tips on Super Mario Bros. 3. You'll warp through worlds faster than you can say spaghetti and meatballs. So make the call already.
Sword-slashing thieves and nasty palace guards and ride a flying carpet. And I still have 2 more wishes.
Prove it.
Sega Genesis and Disney's Aladdin game cartridge, each sold separately.
Kart Funny Car Madness! Only on Super NES. Turn the track into a giant mud pit. Or burn rubber on ice, wood, or asphalt. Mix it up for the big boys. See Bowser and his Bigfoot dropping truck. See Yoshi's go-kart really go. Mushrooms, banana peels, turtle shells. Dynamite! Check your rear view and make him eat dust. Or go into battle mode and ruin his day. 2 speeds. Fast and way too fast. It's 2-player fun on the split screen. Only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power. Superpower.
City and the forces of destruction in the Batman Returns handheld game from Tiger. What do you want? To destroy the Penguin's evil army.
The time has come to punish all!
Defeat the Catwoman. Face the Penguin in 5 levels of skill.
You don't really think you'll win, do you?
The Batman Returns handheld electronic game. Now playing in a pocket near you.
You're the star today. Smile, you're on Game Boy camera. It's fun to look at yourself as other people do. How's your sense of humor? There's a rumor, laughter's on its way. Smile, you're on Game Boy camera.
Yes, with Game Boy camera, you can turn photography into photography.
Smile, you're on Game Boy camera.
Claims best-selling video game Bort versus the Space Mutants. And now it's Bort versus the world.
Wow!
As Bort Mania continues to spread.
Mow the lawn. I got better things to do.
And now Portable Bort Mania in Escape from Camp Deadly for Game Boy.
Hey.
Bort Mania now comes 3 ways for your NES and Game Boy from Acclaim.
Oh, man.
Boycott Spyro. Sure, he looks like an innocent dragon, but he breathes fire. He's napalm on 4 scaly legs. And he headbutts. Just look what he did to me. What? Barbecue. Ow! What'd you do that for?
PlayStation.
I'm talking about this. It may look like a harmless bagel toaster, but inside is a deadly donut. How do you know PlayStation is not a normal game system? It carries these telltale signs. Scientists say its effects are mind-boggling. Users lose all sense of reality and enter another world. Here we have a normal, healthy young man. And here we have a fellow who's been experimenting with PlayStation for only a few minutes. Proof that we saps must be on our guard. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.
Eternal Champions is gonna eat your old fighting games for lunch. No wonder it has 9 huge warriors, 3 training modes, and over 315 martial arts moves. Bon appetit. Eternal Champions, only on Sega Genesis.
Hey man, get portable. Get a Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack. A color portable Game Gear, carrying case, and 2 hit games. Sonic 2, and the Majors Pro Baseball. Whoa, even save $50. The Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack. You know who makes it.
Coffee? Tea?
Next breakthrough for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Introducing Super Scope 6. Remote-powered and laser-accurate. Precise to a single television pixel. It comes with 6 great games, and it's yours for under $70. All of which gets you into the game like never before. Super Scope 6 only for Super Nintendo. System and scope sold separately. Now you're playing with power. Super power.
You want some of this?
Crash is back, and this time he's behind the wheel. Crash Team Racing. 25 hairy tracks, over 12 playable characters, and all the turbo boost and TNT crates you can handle. Plug in the multi-tap and up to 4 players can go bumper to bumper. And remember, buckle up.
Is there a problem, Granny?
PlayStation.
of Tomba 2, the city has been plagued with a rash of injuries involving people with pink hair. I have with me now a Dr. Phillips. Doctor?
People are trying to perform great acts of heroism, saving people from burning buildings, pulling cats out of trees, all because of that crazy hair.
There you have it. Back to you in the studio.
Just because you've got the hair doesn't mean you've got the power. Rated E for everyone. Tomba 2, The Evil Swine Return.
No, I'm very pleased with having won today. It just all went smoothly. Pit stops were good, the car bounced well, and chose the right tires. I guess someone up there pressed all the right buttons.
Concentrate on the screen. Street Fighter 2 is on Super Nintendo. From the arcades, the ultimate combat game. Each fighter has a different technique, an acrobatic move, a hidden punch. It's on the streets now, exclusively on Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo with Street Fighter 2. It's unbeatable.
It's happening everywhere! Confection craziness! Baked goods battiness! Cookie cookiness! New Yoshi's Cookie! Yoshi and Mario have a cookie factory gone mad! Only you can help sort them, stack them, and make them disappear! One player, two players, or four! Yoshi's Cookie on NES and Game Boy!
We now return to the show. Turn up the trouble.
Okay, did you play the other one though?
All right.
No, I
Blood
didn't
and
see the
Sand.
original.
All right, guys.
Okay.
We are back. We are back. We are live.
Wow.
And we bulletproof.
Oh, yes,
Mhm.
we are bulletproof.
Understand.
Like 50, like 50. We were talking 50.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, blood in the sand.
But, oh, dude, that, you know what? That
Yeah, I
game,
didn't get to play that.
yeah, but that
Damn.
game needs to be backwards compatible. Speaking of which, we're going to talk about that,
It
too.
should be backwards compatible. That was a little better. That game was a little bit better.
Yes. Speaking of backwards compatible, I found out
What's
that
up?
Jason Ronald, who was part of the Xbox tech team, you know, he's in charge of that. He's actually going after everyone who actually wants to get their games backwards compatible, and there's a website that you can go to. I'm going to show up on the screen.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's real. It's real, man.
That's awesome.
And
I like that.
And I can't wait that until they actually, make this reality. But I'm gonna pop this one up right now. Jason Ronald just put it up, but just now. Let's see if I can pop this up here. And then when I saw that, I was excited because I said, yes, Jason Ronald, he's listening. He's listening, man.
Hey, Tony.
All right, so let's see.
Hold on, I'm trying to get somebody on camera. Where is it? Somebody wants to
What?
I can't flip it. When you flip the
What are you doing?
I'm trying to do. There we go. Oh, that didn't work. Damn. Yo, I'm like an old man with this nonsense.
Oh, there's the kitty. There's the cat.
That's my little pal. He was trying to go outside.
Oh.
No, you can't go outside. No.
He's trying to be cute. But he's trying to be cute. Look at him. He's like a little boy.
Well, it's curious. Like, I want to go outside. I want to see what's outside. Can I have it? Can I go outside, please?
Yep. Podcast kitty.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We can make him a star. Let's make him a star.
Yeah. You know what? Now that we were talking about this earlier, though, we were talking about the Saturn stuff like that. I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna pull out my Saturn again.
Dude, I played Saturn just like recently. I was trying to get myself deep into a freaking Resident Evil, Revolution X. I love that game, man. I love that game.
I was playing a little bit. I was playing a little bit of the Resident Evil of the original game, and at first when I played it, when I got to Forrest's dead body, I thought he was gonna get up, but when I picked up his bazooka weapon, and I totally forgot that he only gets up in the director's cut version, which is on the PlayStation. He doesn't get up in the original version. So yeah, I thought, okay, he's gonna get up. Oh, why didn't he get up? Oh, that's right, I'm playing the original version. The Saturn only had the original version of it.
All right.
So
I'm gonna pop this up right now. I just found the tweet.
Sure.
And I got excited because you know how I am about backwards compatibility and about games getting more exposure. So I said, you know what? They better do this. They have to do this.
Here's a question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Is it for the Xbox 360 and the original Xbox, or
it's for both?
It's for both.
For
Okay.
OG Xbox and Xbox 360. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's good. Very good.
I'm gonna pop it up right now, as you can see.
Very, very good.
I should make this bigger.
I like that.
Here it is, right there. Boom. All right. It says there is a community-driven site where you can make your requests known, and it says Xbox Game Preservation, XboxGamePreservation.com. It's live. Let me see if I can let you click on there so you guys can see for yourselves. All right, here we go. Should show up on the screen right now. All right, so as you can tell, if you can see on the screen, yes, you can see right there. Yes. So on the screen, it shows all the games from numbers all the way to Z. These are all the games that came out for the Xbox, OG Xbox, Xbox 360, and Xbox Live Arcade.
Oh, arcade too.
That's right. Every single game that was in the Xbox walls of Xbox is actually up for game, and all you gotta do is gauge interest and just vote, and you get 10 votes per visit. So that means you can go over there and put your vote on anything, and then just keep on coming back.
I'm gonna do that every day.
Yes. Do it every day. Dude, my list.
I'm gonna do it every day.
My list is so freaking huge. I'm
I bet it is.
I'm not even past,
I bet it is.
I'm not even past E.
No doubt.
I'm not even past E yet.
Oh, of course. I'm not surprised.
Okay. So, and it's like 10 votes. Dude, there are games out in there right now that I'm like, oh, yes. Sign me up. Sign me up now.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Ed and Eddie. Look at that, Ed and Eddie. That's 94 votes. Mr. Benz, you remember we were talking about that game?
Man, I love Ed and Eddie.
Okay.
That's my childhood, dude.
I've got to play
That's
that
me in the
again.
80s. Ed and Eddie was me in the 80s, dude.
Echo the Dolphins. That game is coming back out in the day, but yeah, you can actually be able to, by Nova Trade, just from Sega, you can actually try to vote that game up. I don't know why it's only at 17 votes. You got votes that guys.
Give me the link. I'll share it in the chat.
Yes. Go right now.
I think you already shared it already. But if you need to share it again, then go ahead.
Yeah.
No, the link. The link.
Oh, the link.
Give me the link, and I'll post it for them so they can click it too.
Yeah, XboxGamePreservation.com. Verbatim. This is how it's spelled. XboxGamePreservation.com.
I want to play this game on my Xbox One. I'm going to vote for this game right here. This has to be compatible on the Xbox One and Series X.
I want to see Tony Montana get eaten by a shark again.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
You can't swim, though.
Fun game, though, man. That game is so much fun.
Oh, dude, this game was freaking hilarious. It is hysterical.
When you go into that cocaine invincibility shit.
You have to grow your balls, your cojones. When
Yeah,
you got your
yeah.
cojones, full up. That's when you go in your rage, and he starts cursing like a sailor. And he
I like when
starts.
you talk to the bodybuilders.
Dude,
Oh my god.
oh, dude, the
How
part
much steroids
where
you eat, man?
when you're in your rage mode, you do know you get infinite ammo during that when you're in that rage mode, right?
Yes.
That's what's
Bro, the
badass about
opening
that.
scene is so epic when you survive. You survive the
Yeah.
end scene. The game is
Exactly, the
amazing, man.
beginning.
Please make
Yes.
it backwards compatible.
It has to be backwards compatible. I mean, listen, I got my original Xbox, but I would love to play it on my Series X. I would love to play it on my Series X, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would too. But dude, the one part that had me dying was when he get out of the club and these two guys came up. He said, "Hey Tony, what's on your face? That's your mom's pussy."
Yeah. And that's your mom's pussy, man.
Yes, bro. Tony Montana, I love you, man. I love you. Another game that I want backwards compatible so bad, and everybody's been asking for it. Wet. Why is that game not backwards compatible?
Yeah.
It's Bethesda, for goodness sake, and they own Bethesda. That game should have been a shoo-in for backwards compatibility, and I don't understand why they didn't even bother, let alone remaster it or fix it up. That game is like
I'm surprised they didn't remaster that game. They should have remastered that game. I don't know why they didn't.
This freaking is amazing. Every single time you go into the tequila mode and stuff like that, and you get everything goes black and white. Oh, freaking amazing!
That's beautiful.
Yes, I love this freaking game. That right there.
Yeah, one more game, and it's from Capcom.
Right now, I have to.
One more game from Capcom that nobody talks about anymore, which it should get a lot. This game should get a lot of exposure. Dark Watch.
Oh God, yes!
Yes.
Yo, dude, that game was so freaking good. First person freaking shooter, amazing.
Dude, yes.
Amazing.
And you know why the Xbox version was better? Is because they had online play. The PlayStation 2 version didn't have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I love this game. This game right here. But oh man.
So players definitely go onto that website and make your presence known. Go on there and just say, hey, I want my games backwards compatible, and they're watching it. The Xbox team. This is a new Xbox, right? This is a new era. They are watching. Yeah. They are listening. They are responding. Go on to the website.
That are available to buy now.
Yes.
The site.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All those games.
Go out there, man. Go out there, go on those websites, and every day keep putting it in.
Yeah, and if you actually are been on the fence on an Xbox, you haven't owning an Xbox, dude, this is an incentive right here. All those games were available exclusively on the OG Xbox and the Xbox 360. It wasn't on any other console, let alone it was not even available on Steam. Do you understand? These games right there were never available.
I understand that.
Yeah. So that's more. That should give you more of an incentive of playing that game.
Yep.
Panzer Dragoon Order.
Oh,
Guess
dude.
what? That game is not available for anything else. You will not play that game anywhere else but Xbox.
Yeah. Dude, what you want to know? What this is gonna be the last one, I promise. The one Capcom game that's exclusive to the original Xbox, okay, and they did not release this version on the remaster of Onimusha 1. Genma Onimusha for the Xbox.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and it had a special mode too. It had a special mode in there too, right? Was only available on Xbox, right? That's right.
Yes, and they have these green orbs. And the thing is that they make the enemies harder. If the enemies get these green orbs before you do, it makes them a lot stronger, and it's a much more difficulty version. So, but you know what? If you beat this mode, you get awarded handsomely. I'm telling you. The challenge is worth it.
Absolutely.
And people were dying to play this version, but the thing is, it's in the OG Xbox jail. So that's the only way you'll be able to play this game.
That's right. So if you don't have the OG Xbox or you have to reverse engineered Xbox, because I found out that some awesome hackers, they actually re-engineered the OG Xbox of the we call it the UI screen. They reverse engineered it to make it for the PC. So they have all the functionality of the OG Xbox, the way it is, even the sound effects, even going from screen to screen. It shows all that, and of course, it also has the music. So you remember that little music section that you could download your music onto the box itself? That was a fantastic feature. That's a feature that needs to come back, dude. I
love that feature.
I had a huge library of music on my freaking OG Xbox. Huge.
Yeah.
And all those games and all that music, you can play in your games. Like for instance, and this is a feature. This is a fantastic feature. If you had the Grand Theft Auto double pack.
Yes, I had that.
You can actually have your own
radio station.
Yes,
your
right.
Own radio station.
Your own radio station. That's sick. That's sick. That feature was fantastic.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
I don't know why they got rid of that feature. That was travesty. That was so
I put some of my custom soundtracks in Just the Radio Future too as well. Even though they had great music on there. You want also cool, even though this game wasn't that great, in WWF Raw 2, you can actually put your own music for your entrance theme.
Yes, yes, that's what I use it for.
That's right.
Totally what I use it for.
Dude, I created myself in the game, and I put my own entrance music in there. So it was badass. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was fun. That was so much fun. Putting your own entrance music in that game. And
what was your theme, bro? What was your theme?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I actually put PIMP from 50 Cent at the time.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That was one of my themes. That was one of my themes I put in there. So
anyway, so I'm just actually watching the chat thing.
How about yours, Tony? What was your theme?
Okay, go ahead.
What was your theme, Tony?
I think it was Disturbed, dude. I think it was Disturbed.
Oh, okay. Disturbed was great.
It was probably something from Disturbed.
Nice.
Okay, great.
So Ben's been putting up a lot of stuff in the chat. I've noticed. I'm just going to go back and see what they have over here.
Sure. Let's take a look at some of those chats. I'll have to respond to that.
Let's see. First, let's go down to here we go. Brett says, don't want the Resident Evil movie to have any game characters. Leave it out and make it his own thing. No game tie-in. Okay. You know what?
Sure.
I agree. You know what?
He wants a new story. I'm really down with that.
Hey,
I want that too. Absolutely.
See, Uwe Ball.
I can get down with that.
Uwe, if you remember, I don't know why I keep on mentioning that name. He had that same concept, but the thing is, though, the movies were crap. The movies were crap.
Yes,
the story was crap. Everything about the movie was crap. It was just thrown together with the name. If you do the movie right, and the movie was good, and you actually had the Resident Evil name, and there were certain assets that you threw into the movie and everything, certain references that you might recognize or understand, then I give it a pass. Because the movie was actually good, well written, not just thrown together. If you throw shit together and everything and throw it to the wall and everything and see what crap sticks, that's where the problems lie. But if you have a good story, fantastic story, engaging, and have that name of whatever said video game franchise it may be, I give it a pass because it actually works. It's good. It actually is good. But if you just cashing in like Street Fighter, then
torrents.
then I'm gonna have to really, put my boot in it, okay? Turn that son of a bitch sideways, shut it up real good and everything, and stick it up that candy ass. Pardon my language this way.
Stop a mud hole in the rest and walk it dry.
Indeed.
It's fine.
So, but anyway.
I totally understand.
Yeah, but anyway, moving along. It needs to be its own world and characters. Okay, I already said. Bet actually said he likes our commercials. He likes the commercials time. He says these commercials from the 90s were a better time.
The 90s were a better time. You are right. The 90s were amazing times.
They're coming of age, dude.
I can go on forever on how great the 90s were back then. But yeah, those commercials were awesome. It's like it made you. When you watch those commercials, it made you like, oh wow, this game looks interesting, and the commercials have personality too. We don't get personality commercials anymore. So
I had to throw that Batman Forever commercial, even though the game was kind of crappy. But the commercial actually was interesting because it was well done. The commercial was well done. It had original music and all that stuff. It showed Batman and Robin in there, and of course it showed an enemy that nobody I don't know what that enemy was. I guess it was just a nobody. But and then they showed gameplay, even though the game actually did suck. It did. It was horrible.
Yeah, because they used Mortal Kombat controls. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was a bad choice. Bad choice. Sad enough.
Not a great game.
It reminds me of Mortal Kombat Anthology Sub-Zero.
Mythology Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you want to relive that,
the cheap freaking deaths. The cheap deaths in that game pisses me off. The jumps. The fucking jumps. That's what pisses me off.
Always the jumps.
Those freaking platform areas.
Yeah, I know.
Piss me off.
I know, dude. I have a recommendation of a YouTube channel you guys should take. If you want to see somebody rant very hard on a lot of these Mortal Kombat games, I got to give a shout out to this guy. And his name is Mr. G Star 321. And he's an Australian. This guy is an Australian guy. And this guy, dude, I think Tom, have you heard about this guy?
I watched what he was saying.
You know this guy? All right.
His accent really, dude.
I love the Australian accent. It's one of my favorite accents in the world, dude.
That's the best part. That's the best. That is the best. Dude, I gotta get you on my show. Somehow, some way, I gotta get you on my show.
We have family in Australia. We love you, man.
Dude, this guy gets so heated. He gets so pissed off. Tony, I don't know if you've seen Mr. G Star, but dude, if you watch his Mortal Kombat videos, how he gets pissed off when he loses, dude, sometimes I would have his videos on the background, and whenever he like busts out, gets pissed off, it makes it. I just stop it at that.
Oh, hey, how you doing, Xenosaker? How are you? Welcome to the show. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the show. Sega because Nintendo. Yeah, come on, man. You know it. Everybody knows
He's taking it back. He's going way back, dude.
Can't forget those Sega commercials. They really went to war. Yes. So true. And that's what makes them so awesome. They were like balls to the wall. They didn't give a shit about anything. Because they went for the jugular because you know why? They were trying to get the mind share. Mind share was so freaking important, especially when it came to commercials. The mind share. That's that's how you get people. That's how you grab people. People are like, oh shit, I don't even know what this game is about, but the commercial's freaking amazing. I can't wait. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, even though we were talking about this during commercial break with the Saturn, even though the Saturn didn't do too good, but Saturn they attacked the Nintendo, they attacked the Sony. There was a like I said before, there was a commercial where somebody took a Sony PlayStation and tossed it out the window, And then somebody took an N64, they threw it up in the sky, and somebody had a shotgun and blew it away. And shot the N64 system.
Shotgun is
So
very
they
funny,
went after
dude.
everybody. They went after everybody. They didn't care.
Nope. You know why?
No.
Because they didn't really admit to their fuck up because let's just be real. Sega was scared. As soon as PlayStation came out there, and they put out the price point, and they said, $299. Yo, they knew they were in trouble. They knew they were in trouble. So they actually went to the stores, and they said, we're going to release it early. And they were like, but wait, hold on. We already have everything. We have everything set up for later in the year. Why are you doing it now? Oh no, we have to send it to you now. A lot of stores actually pulled out and said, you know what, fuck this, man. We can't do this because
you chicken shit.
Yeah, and on top of that, they had to take a loss. They had to take a loss because of the price point and all that stuff, and even the console wasn't even ready to launch yet because there was so many freaking bugs. Remember the trilogy? Played Virtual Fighter, because everybody remembers the arcade version. When you played the Sega Saturn version, the freaking stage was disappearing, everything was glitching out, flipping, all that stuff. Even the background was stoic. It was like static. It was bad.
Yeah. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah. But other than that though, Sega did prove themselves in that thing because Sega Saturn was the 2D powerhouse. All the fighting games were almost near arcade perfect.
They were.
They had the best version of Castlevania.
They were, dude.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night, best version of Castlevania.
Yeah, it had so much content in that version too. Even though there was some slowdown, in that version, but they added a lot of content in there.
Yeah.
So
amazing 3D scaling, games such as Guardian Heroes.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Games like Three Dwarves is what it's called. Three something dwarves.
Three Dirty Dwarves.
Three Dirty Dwarves. Yeah.
We can't forget about Clock Tower.
Clockwork Knight. Yes.
Yeah, Clockwork Knight.
1 and 2.
Yes. Yeah, 1 and 2, and Bug 2, Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones!
Knights.
Oh my God! What an amazing soundtrack! They had a great soundtrack. Mr. Bones had a great soundtrack.
The soundtrack was
jazzy soundtrack, and the content was great. Bangers.
Yeah.
Those games were like lost in the weeds because no one really heard about them. They just kind of launched, and people were like, "What is this?" And then people who played it know. If you know, then now you know. Yes, there it is. 3 Dirty Dwarves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's some ugly bitches, aren't they?
Yeah, but the gameplay was fucking amazing. But the gameplay was
fun though.
It was fun.
Great game.
Yeah, it was fun. Absolutely.
And games like Astral. Did you know the price of Astral is actually near $400 now?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, let me tell you something. There's one game that's out there that's like close to $800 right now. You know what game that is? Burning Ranger.
Burning Ranger. That's what I was about to say. Yes.
Yes. You're right. No, you're right. Burning Rangers. Dude, the only way you can Burning Rangers. It's on the Sega Saturn. That game is going for it's going for $800. And the only way you can play that game is on the Saturn. They never re-released it for any other system.
It's like a version of like Fighter Fighters and everything, like futuristic Fighter Fighters. That's basically what that's what it is. It's amazing though. But the gameplay is so good, so good.
Yeah.
A highly underrated game. A game that deserves to get a remake or a remaster or something, because that game right now, the price range is like almost near out of reach. That's like almost a car payment. It's almost a car payment right there.
We're paying $800 a month for a car.
Holy
shit!
Well, I mean, a down payment anyway. A down payment for a car, at least.
What do you have, a Mercedes?
But that's crazy though, man. Seriously,
Yeah.
$800?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, anything else? I know we're going down, Legacy Lane, but we're gonna go down deep into Legacy Lane because we are going to talk about a word that people are trying to take out of everyone's mouths: Electronic Entertainment Expo.
E3.
Okay. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that say, "Oh, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Oh, E3 is dead. E3." Listen, you don't understand the significance of E3. All the shit that you're playing right now would not exist, or better yet, would not even get any pull without E3. E3 was the world stage of video games. Do you understand how important it's pivotal what E3 actually did contribute to the industry? Now, before E3, there was the CES, the Consumer Electronic Showcase, which basically they had over in Vegas. And it was all about electronics, futuristic stuff like that, whatever, right? Video games kind of took the back door on that one. Pause. And and they gave them the shaft. Literally. They went outside. They literally, all their tents for the showing off their stuff, they had to put them in tents. And they started raining, and it was raining on their equipment. It was ruining all the stuff right there. They didn't want to take that crap. So they had to get their own venue. And then, of course, years later, I don't want to get into the full backstory. There's a lot of story.
Yeah.
They said, they got some investors, and they said, let's bring all this stuff to the LA Convention Center. Thus, E3 was born. Let me tell you that E3 is where you got the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and all that stuff, and then the pinnacle, the next level of stuff, the GameCube, Nintendo 64, all that stuff right there was built there. Dreamcast, big. Listen, Dreamcast was huge there. Sega Saturn, remember that thing about the $2.99, the big meme, that was there.
Oh yeah.
E3. That's where it was. People don't understand. Now, E3 technically was for vendors and for investors. Basically, those who are actually buying product. This is actually for their stores. They were going over there, and the companies were selling to them to buy their games, buy their consoles, buy their products for their shelves for our consumption or entertainment value, whatever. Years later, it became more of a entertainment hub for fans. They started inviting the people on the outside to come in there to check out the world. Buying tickets so you could be able to go in and demo all this great stuff. Taking pictures with all the booths. They call them booth babes. Or booth models, for the proper term. See, and there were male models too. Don't get it twisted. There were male models too. So don't give me, so don't give me that bullshit about, it was all, no, it was guys too. And it was fun. Swag. All that swag, bro. T-shirts, keychains, all that stuff you can muster. It's there. Check it out prior before the game actually gets released. Talking with the devs, hobnobbing, communicating, collaborating. All that stuff happened at E3. E3 was the melting pot of the video game industry. Ever since the pandemic, and no one wants to remember that. It was dark times.
Yeah.
That's when things went south. That's why things went more digital. That's why things became more separated, because they actually had to do everything was remote. So it was off campus, whatever.
Yeah, that's why Nintendo decided from now on they were going to do their Nintendo Direct.
The Treehouse thing. The
Treehouse, Nintendo Direct, and you have the Indie Showcase and all that stuff. So, and then when I saw that, I said to myself, yeah, it looks like Nintendo doesn't want to be part of E3. They just want to do their own thing now. So it's sad to see, because I remember Nintendo always stole the show when it came to E3.
Yeah.
Okay? And almost pretty much every time when Nintendo was there, they were going to show some goods there. Because they completely almost I'm not going to say they win the show every year, but most of the time when they're there, they're competing against with Sony and Microsoft, they're usually on top, when they show their stuff. So, but then they decided they no longer will be part of E3. They want to show their own stuff with their Nintendo Directs. So,
in all honesty, though, Nintendo had a lot more pull than people really realize. Listen, when they were going to go to Japan, remember they were supposed to do a electronic E3 Japan thing? They were going to do in Tokyo. They were going to do a whole new event. Problem was, they didn't get enough people or enough vendors to actually go to the event to make it a thing. And Nintendo was the only one there. But the problem was, it's because once they pulled out, it was dead overseas. It didn't work. But getting to the nitty gritty, let's talk about all the good times of the E3. Listen, E3 vectored so many great memories, so many reveals. Remember the big reveals that they showed? Like when they showed Gears of War for the first time?
Yeah.
Dude, my jaw dropped to the ground. I said, no, this can't be real. It looks too freaking good. When they showed that first chainsaw, when they chainsaw the freaking guy in half and stuff like that, and they gave him the curve stop, yo, I said, holy shit. That was fucking amazing. People were just going wild. They're like, yo, this is the future. This is not. E3 gave us that. And the crowd's reactions was what made it better. People was the clapping and all that stuff. That made it feel alive. It made it feel like there was a presence. Now, it doesn't feel like presence at all. You're having a whole lot of different influencers streaming the same damn thing. You gotta choose one because you can't have them all. And just to find out which one you really want to stick with, but your main goal is to find out what they're actually showing. And the problem is that even though the pacing was good and is consistent, it would be nice to actually be able to see some kind of stage presence. But the problem is, they felt like they were saving money. Ever since the pandemic changed everything. But it didn't make it any better when some stupid idiots decided to do some streaming inside the bathroom. I'm not calling them out on here.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Okay?
Streaming inside a bathroom?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was a big thing. It was a huge thing.
Yeah, I remember that controversy because of one. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yep.
I know who.
Or how about that big breach that exposed literally almost every single influencer and all their freaking emails, addresses, and all that stuff was exposed, and they hacked into the system somehow, and it exposed everybody. People were like, "Oh my God!" Now people are gonna be able to. Yeah, it was huge.
They got doxxed in there. I remember that. It was crazy.
It was a
question I want to ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Before you go any further, but we're talking about all these influencers. and these people that are streaming stuff like. Do you think that one of the reasons E3 was kind of down is because we have too many of these influencers and the streamers and and do you believe, like, like, since they're streaming it or they're putting their reaction videos, do you think that it kind of like hurt E3 a bit, or do you think or it wasn't like that at all? They're just doing it for to get more views, because I feel like when they have more and more of these influencer streamers like do all these reactions and stuff like that, I didn't see anything beneficial from that. And I know it sounds a little crazy, but I've been hearing stuff from people saying that like they're saying like they believe the influence streamers kind of like destroyed E3, their reactions, and people prefer, they don't want to go to these things now, because remember, E3 used to be close to the public, but now when there are dying years, the public can come to E3 now. So my question to you is, do you believe this or not?
You know what? There's validity in what you're saying right now. It's so true. I have a feeling, and listen, I have nothing against the hustle. I have nothing against people out there, influencers, all that stuff. I don't care that you're trying to go out there and you're trying to gain the viewership so that way you get people to come to your channel and all that stuff by doing all this stuff. I get it. But killing something as sacred as E3 ain't it, bro. It's not. E3 was so it because of one thing that was not the fault of the entire of the thing entirety. It was the engineer's fault. It was the people who created the program that actually had every single influencer on there. They got doxxed because there was no protections in the system.
Right.
Okay? They fucked up. That was a big mess up. And that's the reason why a lot of influencers and everything lambasted the whole entire thing. But I also have to blame the big developers. Remember, there's the big three: Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft. The big three were like the pillars that kept everything kind of running, because they had everything there. They had the whole entire setups, the big statuettes and the lights and all that stuff. The spectacle. It was almost like Disney World, But the point I'm getting at is, if E3 was so bad, why does Gamescom get a pass? Gamescom has the same freaking blueprint that E3 actually has. Even though it's in Germany, I get it, right? So why does Gamescom get a pass, but yet E3 is lambasted and says, oh, they shouldn't bring it back? I call bullshit. Somebody's at the helm, and you know what? And I'm gonna call him out. Because I'm brave. Jeff Keighley, he wanted to kill E3 from the get-go. He did. He was an influencer before he actually became a big host. Before he actually had so much power, so much stuff. He was.
He had the Game Awards and the Game Awards and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. He thought killing E3 was a power move. It was his opportunity. His opportunity to pounce, to be able to get out there and become the hub of the gaming industry. So he has the Game Awards. He has the freaking Summer Games Fest. He has the the Gamescom Open Night. That's him.
Yeah.
So how come all that gets a pass, but yet E3 is lambasted? Tell me this. Tell me why. Tell me how. And you know what? Shame on you guys. Shame on all of you that feel like E3 was like such a bad thing. But yet, you go to Gamescom and everything that
I mean,
take care.
we still have,
Yeah, have a good one, brother.
have a good night. Have a
Yes,
good
have a good
weekend.
night.
You.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's the thing. Okay, you know what we still have also? We also have we still have the Tokyo Game Show though, which is great.
Yes.
Which I'm happy about.
Absolutely. You know.
That happens every September.
Okay,
So I think it's great. I think it's still great. It's still going though, which I'm happy about. And I would love to go one day as well. So.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think it's the most fun, amazing experience that everyone who's went told me great things about Gamescom. Great things about the Tokyo Game Show as well. It's a fun, even the Tokyo Game Show and all those things that they lambasted and they said, oh, you shouldn't be doing. Oh yeah, they're allowed to do it over there, but it's not okay over here. Okay, pot kettle black. Okay, so don't So I just feel like it's a huge disservice to call something out when you are favoring something that it actually is or what it is. You know, E3 was of course. Listen, when E3 first got started, it was perfect as it was. When they started bringing people from the outside, like influencers and stuff like that, people who do blogs, they do broadcasting or what it was called broadcasting back then before it became podcasting.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, they were putting out the blogs and doing all that stuff. That was okay. But here's the thing. When they got too greedy and they got too many people in, that's when it started to dilute itself. The experience became diluted. They had it perfect the way before. The first 4 days for the industry, for all the people who actually are in the industry and the big podcasts or whatever, that's fine. First 4 days. The last 3 days was for the public. You buy tickets. You can be able to go over there, try out some games, talk to developers, whatever it is. They have vendors there and all that stuff. That's for us, for the little guys. They should have kept it like that. But no. They wanted to get greedy. And I think that was their detriment. They should have never did that. They wanted to grow the numbers. They could have done it organically, but they decided to rush it in. And they actually created chaos instead of actually doing that. E3 2019 was a shadow of itself. Everybody remembers it. 2019 was the last great E3. After that, it was a shadow of itself. People were walking the floors, and there were empty spaces on the freaking display floor. Empty.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay. And also there used to be like every single small room and stuff like that was occupied. Only 2 or 3 were occupied. The rest were empty.
Wow.
I feel like Nintendo is to blame a little bit because they had so much pull. Sony, they pulled out prematurely because they didn't want to spend the money. They did a stupid venue. Remember that venue? They had to go. The people had to move place to place just to see certain things. One for God of War, one for Last of Us, and one for something else. They literally had to leave and go to another tent or another place. It was stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
You know. So, the most fantastic thing about that, you have surprises. When Keanu Reeves walked on stage, remember that Cyberpunk?
Oh yeah.
You're breathtaking. Yeah, you remember Brett mentioned that.
Of course.
Keanu Reeves is an amazing guy. God, man.
He is.
What an amazing being.
I can say, I can speak on that because I did meet him when I saw him on the set of Henry's Crime. So I can definitely speak on that. So he's one of the most lovable guys in the film industry.
He is human.
One of those nicest guys. Yes.
He is human. He's a human being, and he treats himself as such. And he's like so grounded, and he's to the earth. He loves his bikes. He is for the people. He'll go on the subway just like a normal guy. He is humble.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He paid his whole freaking crew. He paid his crew.
Of course. Yeah. Exactly.
You can't get any more noble than that. But he went on there, and when someone said, you're breathtaking, he said, "You're breathtaking."
Exactly, you're breathtaking. Yeah.
That right there, that stole E3 right there. Come on, man.
He's pretty cool.
That's a memorable moment right there.
Dude, Keanu, man, if you, I know you probably don't. I'm a little voice in this world. I would love to have you on our show. I just want to pick your brain. I just want to, talk to you about everything gaming and all that stuff. I mean, talk about cyberpunk and a whole bunch of other things. I know this other project.
I'm looking forward to that John Wick game.
I wonder if you've played it.
Yeah.
What, the John Wick game?
No, Cyberpunk.
Oh
yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's working on the John Wick game. I know he wants to make sure that game is good.
Really good. Really, I know. Really good. Authentic. Fantastic good.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so much for the positives. Now let's talk about the negatives. Let's talk about why E3 probably wouldn't work.
Oh man.
All right. And I hate talking about this because you know what? But the thing is, I want to be fair. In the industry right now, has completely changed. A lot of industries heads out there, if it doesn't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's how they go. When you look at the venues cost $1.3, $1.5 million setups. Some of them probably will range about $400,000, $500,000 just for a setup for their presence on the floor. That's the equipment, that's the moving, that's all that stuff. Now, let's talk about also people who, a lot of the venues coming from overseas, travel expenses for the speakers from where they were coming from, and the hotel accommodations, all that stuff just ties in. Money. And this is actually investment money because you're trying to sell your product. Problem is that they're not willing to invest it fully because, the reputation of what E3 was. The reputation actually kind of soured itself a little bit. So what are they doing now? They're scaling back. They're making things more digital. They're doing their own venues in their own spaces. So that way they don't expect to spend any money. No, very little
money. That's why Nintendo's doing it with their Nintendo Directs. They want to save money. They saw, you know what? Why do we even have to go to this? Why do we have to go there when we could just do stuff on our own?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and of course, another downfall: influencers.
Mm-hmm. I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, the influencers. They had some influencers have a lot of polls. You're talking about 1.5 million viewers, 2 million viewers, whatever it might be. They seem to have a little bit of pull, and of course, if they claim that E3 is something that is congested, get to the meetings on time. If we're noticing that, they set up appointments and they have to go from one hall all the way to the other and everything, which is like a 5-minute, 10-minute walk, and which includes trying to serpentine through the crowd. It's frustrating, Then of course they also have their own little setups and things for the show. If they actually do a big production thing, they set up the little stage, set up whatever it is with the mics and all that stuff. All these things kind of, it kind of ties in. And then the smaller guys who kind of get swallowed up in all of this stuff, they don't really get much
exposure.
Exposure, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think E3 is for the big major companies. I don't think it would work for the indie developers, for small companies. Sure, they'll have a little showing here and there, but I don't think I don't think their products will get the most attention over there. To be fair, just trying to be honest right there. It's sad.
I appreciate your honesty. I mean, I really, this is what we're all about. And then, of course, lastly, the fact of the matter is that now people like information faster, more accessible. So going digital seems the more logical thing to do. You can actually go on to YouTube or Twitch or wherever it is, right? And you can watch the show in the comfort of your own home and make your own assessments about what you saw. And you can stream it on your own channels, and there you have it. You don't have to go anywhere. It's actually there. It's accessible.
Yeah, exactly. And let's not forget that G4 was, I think, the first channel to even broadcast E3 as well, which I thought that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's right. G4 was a thing. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I was just gonna say the problem with that. What got me a little bit upset about with G4 when they were broadcasting E3, which I thought was great, but every time when they always go to commercial breaks at the wrong time when they're showing like a presentation. Do you remember that? Don't you remember that? Oh, dude, I forgot which trail they were showing, and then they went to a commercial break in the middle of the trail. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Wow.
What are you doing? And people were pissed. People were pissed. They have every right to be pissed. I'm like, come on, if you're gonna, that's good. You're gonna broadcast E3, but if you're gonna take commercial breaks at the wrong time when there's a presentation going on, come on, no, this ain't it, man. This is not it.
Can you imagine that? Going there and you're watching it. Oh, I can't wait to see the title. And then all of a sudden it cuts into freaking Oscar Mayer Wiener commercial or something like that in the middle of your. Yeah. What the hell is that? Bro. Hey. And then you miss out what the title is, and half of the actual show.
And then you have to go online to find out what it was. Oh man.
So yes, there are advantages, and then of course there's some major disadvantages as well. But my thoughts are, because we're almost up closing of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna do. I have a thought, and this is my theory.
Sure.
Why I feel like E3 can learn from its mistakes and come back in a huge way. E3 is nostalgic in itself. The way it was done and the way it's presented. If they take cues from Gamescom and do it the right way, have an opening night just like Gamescom, have a person come on stage, whatever, get the party started, right? And give good incentive for the developers and of course the big companies. Give them an incentive. Say, hey, would you come to our venues and show off your products? You can still be able to stream it or do whatever you want, but we will give you a premium, cost up front, for 5-year contract. So the 5-year contract, give them a good premium. That means they're guaranteed to come back every single year for 5 years and have a premium. So that way they're getting a huge discount, paying up front, and they're guaranteed a spot on stage. They're guaranteed a spot on the floor. They're guaranteed a spot wherever they're placing everything. They could do that with every single company, even the big influencers. That's a start. Because I feel also like vendors, that companies that actually sell nostalgic products, who actually sell memorabilia, who actually do retro consoles. Retro consoles are huge. Retro games are huge. Those vendors, they'll make bank in a venue like that. They'll make bank.
Yeah, especially Retro's kind of making a huge comeback.
Holy
so.
yes! That's a lost opportunity right there. Neo Geo, can you imagine if they had a setup thing, where they can actually talk about the newer games that they're going to be releasing for the Neo Geo console? Show it off on the stage, show it off in their little venue. Arcade One Up has their sister company that actually kind of bought them up, and they actually have better arcade units and stuff like and the like. What's that new company that's actually doing the arcade new arcade cabinets? They're making a double dragon. They're making a double dragon arcade cabinet.
Is that right?
Yes. They could show off the new stuff. Arcade One Up did it. They did it for years until this whole thing went south.
Yeah, until they went down the tubes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Sega, a big one. They can show off their arcade units. Who says it has to be just console?
You said unit.
Yeah, you're damn right. Or what's it called? X Arcadia. They're actually doing new arcade cabinets for like new one-on-one fighters and stuff. They're bringing out new cabinets. King of Fighters 98 is coming back into the arcade, baby. New cabinet, beautiful. It looks nice. It looks sick. It looks slick. Let me see if I can pull up a picture before I go. It looks amazing. Dude, if you do things like that, you gotta think outside the box. That's the problem. E3 was stuck in the past. Yes, you can reach into the future, but you don't have to forget how you got started. That's the problem. You were pulling things away that made you special. So what do you guys think?
I'm in agreement with you, man. Hello?
Yeah. You're here.
I'm in agreement with you.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a picture. I'm gonna show you guys right now.
Yeah, I remember you saying you wanted to share a picture, though. So
I got you. No, I got the page. I got the page for you. It made it better. That's the page.
Yeah, but no, after everything you said, I agree exactly what you said. So, I mean, let E3 be the what's it called? Like a new exposure for the indie companies. They could show off their stuff.
I agree. 100%. All right, so here you go. So this right here, this is the X Arcadia site. It shows all the arcade units they're making. So these are all the games that they're actually bringing out right now. The cabinets. These are the cabinets.
What's that? What's Actual City?
Look at that. Let me.
What's Actual City about?
Yeah,
that looks interesting.
Yeah, let me pull it.
That looks interesting too.
They got shooters coming in. Wrath of Cobra. Now that's the one I wanted to tell you about. The arcade unit is going to be because remember the game for the console is only 2-player, right? The arcade unit is going to be 4-player.
Damn.
No, that's cool.
4 and this is gonna wig you out, Johnny. It has remember the G.I. Joe movie?
Yeah.
The whole title screen?
Guess
what it shows up in the very beginning?
The intro to G.I. Joe, the anime movie.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's badass.
Yep.
Joygasm.
That's badass.
Yes. So that cabinet is going to be 4 players simultaneous, not like the home console, and it has the intro to the freaking cartoon. How can you not want that? How could you not? If you're a G.I. Joe fan, if you're like a, how could you not?
Mm-hmm.
You see what Vet said?
Baki Hanma, remember Baki Hanma? They're making an arcade unit of that.
Wow.
Did you see what Vet said in the chat? It's very pertinent to the conversation.
Yep. Oh, let me pop
I
that
kind
up.
of agree with him, man. It's yeah. Follow the money, dude.
Here we go. Vet says the problem with E3 is Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo save money and give the same show doing their own conference. It's an unfortunate truth that E3 is probably never returning. Yeah, you know what?
I think he's right.
That's okay.
It's pretty obvious.
It is true. It is true. But then you have to say the same thing about Gamescom. GameStop shouldn't exist. Then you should say the same thing about Tokyo Game Show. That shouldn't exist because they could be able to save money to be able to do their own thing. So why don't the whole entire industry just completely just axe the public showing and have everything show up on digital, so everyone can sit their asses and everything at a computer and everything, watch the shows, or why not have a place that becomes more of a melting pot of ideas, having devs get together and collaborate and talk. Be together, not just jumping on the phone, jumping on the horn, and say, hey, how's it going? How's that ham and cheese sandwich you had the other day? It was cool. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
E3 is more than just a venue for showing off games. It's a collaboration tool.
I stand corrected.
It's an opportunity for creators to learn more about the industry, talk, collaborate, invite them to the show. It's better to show up in person because you know how many emails can you send out to any given dev? They probably get thousands of emails. You'll probably get lost in the sauce.
You know what? Now you raise another question for me, man. Because you just mentioned all those successful shows that are still going on. What's E3's problem? Why are they specifically affected by all this when the other ones aren't?
That's what I mean.
It's kind of confusing me. It's all new to me because I never really followed this stuff. But wow,
it's really. Some people really don't can't see the forest because of the trees, right?
Yes, like me.
Yeah,
like I said, this is new. I'm not ignorant. I'm just trying to learn it.
But
I'm ignorant because I'm still trying to learn it.
Right. That's why they have TwitchCon. That's why they have the YouTube gatherings.
Oh, TwitchCon is a disaster right now, especially with
bad example.
Yeah.
But YouTube, they have their venues for creators. Why do you think they have those? Why do you think Gamescom and everything has such a huge showing? You talk about 45,000 person capacity on a given day.
That's like an NFL game, dude.
Okay.
Damn.
So don't give me that BS and the thing. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but people cannot give me that that same thing saying, "Oh, E3 will never come back." If that is the case,
never say never.
Yeah, exactly. You can't say never.
What's holding it back? That's my major question. Why can't they?
You know why? I'll tell you the reason why. Because some of the companies, or somebody yet the one who actually invested into E3, they pulled out and they are afraid to invest any further. And they actually did change hands not once but twice. Remember, there was a company that actually does the AnimeCon or something like that. They were supposed to take over.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to do it for a comic. There was they do Comic Cons and stuff like that. They were supposed to come and actually take over E3. They pulled out. was supposed to come back, and it never did.
That's the problem with back.
They had a whole idea. And the problem is now that the companies, right, like Nintendo, Sega, not Sega, Nintendo, Sony, and of course Microsoft, they had people who actually were part of the team, the ESRB. They were a big investor into the E3. They created it. They put it together. And that's the reason why E3 never be, what became what it is. When you look at the history of what E3 was, a bastard child of CES, and they actually created their own venue and became huge. The fuck up was actually the fuck up was really on the people who decided to change the way it was done. In other words, they wanted to get out of the old way. They wanted to put their own stuff in there. They wanted to get money fast on it, on the investments, to raise the prices on all of the venue spaces, and really scared a lot of these people away and said, you know what? There's no point in doing that. Let's just stream it and show it off and everything when it's available. Boom. Just press the play button and everything and let everybody watch it, and we'll see the results. That's exactly what happened. But anyways, give your thoughts. Tell me what you feel. I mean, I thought this is. I'm sorry. Bet said something else. Bet said, Summer Games Fest has replaced E3. Well, okay.
They pretty much did.
I have thoughts on that one. Okay.
It really boggles my mind, dude.
No.
Why this particular one?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. You just said another thing.
He just put something else too. Yeah, I'm gonna read what he said in the thing, and then
He's making great points, dude. On that. Yeah. He's got good counters.
Yeah, he does. The biggest conferences from all the developers. The biggest conferences from all the developers are there. It's viewer engagement, Dwarfs, Gamescom, and Tokyo Game. Okay, I get it because Jeff Keighley did put a lot of investment in there, but you remember, it's now becoming a walking commercial because when you look at Games Fest, and you see that you have a video of a video game movie coming up, and then you have stars coming onto the stage and they're showing off their stuff, and then you have the commercials that happen in between the whole entire thing. Literally every 15-20 minutes, and I think there's a commercial. Really? When you're actually there, when you're actually at the venue, do you want to sit through there and sit through a commercial, 15 minutes, and then they go back on stage and then stop for another 15 commercials? Come on, no, dude. Yeah. No, it ain't it, man. And then it says, then of course he also says, he says E3 doesn't make as much sense as it once did, and due to a bad financial decisions from the E3 conference, the big players pulled out. You're right, but that doesn't mean it can't be mended. It doesn't mean that it can't be mended. If you get a smartest person in the room, look at Asha Sharma. Look what she's doing for Xbox right now. She's doing more than what the freaking original Xbox team has done in 4 freaking years of the Xbox life in freaking 40 days. How? How in the hell?
There's definitely a positivity in there.
One person do more work, more changes, more good decisions in 45 effing days than the freaking original team of Xbox do in 4 effing years.
It's kind of funny.
Explain that to me.
It's kind of funny.
Okay?
Yeah.
And she has no freaking influence in the video game industry at all.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about that.
You gotta bring a business-minded person. You need somebody who knows marketing, not somebody who's. It's good to know about games. Okay, it's good. But if you're not business-minded, if you don't understand dollars and that makes sense, cause. It doesn't matter how much gaming knowledge you actually have. Unless the dollars match up, you won't make any headway. E3 needs a business-minded person, somebody who can think outside the box to make it better. Find out the kinks, find out the problems, weed them out, and make something better. That's what you do. That's what that's what a manager does. I'm a manager. I have to sit right there and look at the problem. The problem is there. It's huge. You have A, B, and C. Why are we bleeding money? Why is shrink happening? Why is this selling? What's the biggest days? What's the lowest days? You weed out the problem. What's the issue? Right now, my inventory right now is on point. Why? Because you have to look at checks and balances. There's always a give and take. You have to do that. E3 has a chance to actually resurrect itself, but you need somebody who understands the business mind of it. Sometimes you have to take in or liquidate or even subsidize some things to actually make the incentive look better. You have to make it better for the big investors. Don't sit back and everything and pretend that you gotta get more money from here, there, and everywhere. No, sometimes you're gonna have to pull back. You gotta make it incentive look good. And then when things become big, then you could be able to throw it in. But anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. So and Beth says the only way you could bring E3 back would to be get GF out of the wall. Yeah, you're right. You're right. GF right now is the big cock block right now. I'm verbatim. He is. The companies are making huge profits off the commercials. Well, yeah. Ad revenue larger than Super Bowl. Well, I have a lot to say about Super Bowl. Super Bowl looks, oh God. Super Bowl commercials used to be awesome. Now they're trash.
Nobody's talking about them anymore, man.
No,
they're kind of boring.
No, they're boring. They're boring. They're stupid. They're not even well thought out. That's how bad.
I just noticed no one's talking about them anymore, man.
No.
Even casual people who don't watch football, they talk about the Super Bowl commercials.
Even the performances, performances are horrible, terrible. Come on. Nothing matches Michael Jackson. Nothing matches Prince. Nothing matches Chris Brown when he did it.
Michael Jackson and Prince are kind of unfair benchmarks for him.
Well, I mean,
those are some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you see my point. But you see my point.
Yes, I do. Yes, shows were they used to be extravagant, dude, huge.
Good music, great, fantastic venues, just showing off. It's amazing. Instead, now there's a whole bunch of blah blah blah.
It's not stuff you'll see out of the regular concerts.
Right.
That's the problem. It's like they're phoning it in.
Right. So, but my point is, and whether you like it or not, E3 is what you would call not dead, but is in need of a surgical. How do you say? It needs a new heart. Okay, it's not dead. It just needs a new heart. It needs a new heart. It needs something to replace. To actually bring it back. So, that's what I feel it needs. And then he says, Beck says also, while I love E3, I think it's extremely hard to show its worth now. No, that's not true. You know what? Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Think about all the games that are coming out right now that is based off of something you played before, something that maybe has come back that actually, that people was like, oh, snap, it's coming back. Look at Black Flag. Why are they investing money
it's
Why?
cool.
Because number one, the game was good, but it's an older game. You're talking about almost how many years? 6 years? 6 years old, something like that. It came out like what?
I think it's
late
older than
2000s,
that,
early
dude.
2000s, like 2014 or something like that, 15.
Let's see.
It was around this Xbox. It was around the Xbox One, or Xbox 360. I think it was 360. Wasn't it not?
It was on the 360.
360. It was a 360. It came out on 360. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why? Why bring it back? Why? In such a manner. I mean, we completely revamped. The facial.
2013,
the
dude. It's
animation,
13 years old.
13. Yes, 13.
Game is 13 years old.
Why invest money in a 13-year-old game? Why? Nostalgia. Why do you think people are going after old candy and cereals? Why do you think Count Chocula did not disappear? Why do you think all these things are happening? Because of nostalgia. E3 is a hub of nostalgia. All you need to do is just do the homework. Find out what worked and what did not. The flubs, the failures, they were all part of it. Whether it was good or bad, it's just like freaking it's like having Jello. Gelatin with it, right? There's always room for Jello.
Yeah.
So why not? E3 was the central. People look forward to E3 every single year. You know, but people got greedy. They wanted that E3 money, and they wanted to keep going E3 so they could make their own thing. And that's exactly what happened. Jeff Keighley capitalized and made it his own. And look at his franchise. He's pretty much making billions of dollars every year.
Yep. My goodness.
You see? So all that talk about E3 doesn't need to return. Listen, there's always room. Just like in video games, there's always room. Indie games, even though they're smaller, there's always room. There's always room.
Indie games are muscling in, man, and I'm digging it.
Okay? And that's just the way it is. You know, the video game industry is moving way too fast. It is hard to find those things. Granted. Everyone's looking forward to Summer Games Fest. I get it. But Summer Games Fest and everything still needs a lot of work because people, it's still split. It still feels separated. It doesn't feel cohesive enough. The Games Fest showcase is like a sped up ad. It's basically a sped up ad. It's ads of all these games. Right? They keep on going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they say, oh, okay, welcome to Games Fest, blah, 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 Summer Games Fest, having a good day. That's boring, stupid, dumb. I don't like it.
Yawn. It's yawn. Yawn-inducing, dude.
Yeah, I fall asleep sometimes heading up to a half because it's boring shit. You know? And, of course, he has a live venue. Oh, people don't like live venues, but yet Jeff does. Make it make sense. So anyway, that's my rant on that one. Any other thoughts before we roll out of here?
No, I think no, I'm sorry. You wanted to go first, Tony? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go right ahead, bro. It's cool. I forgot anyway.
No, Tony, you pretty much hit everything. How I felt about E3 though. So if they're gonna bring back E3, they gotta do it right this time. You can't have no F ups. So, but I mean, yeah. Do I miss E3 a bit? Yeah, I kind of miss E3 though, and I'm not gonna lie. Okay, and everybody knows I'm a man, and I like booth babes, and I like booth girls. And people have to understand that sex sells. Okay, you gotta understand that. Okay, no matter how much you don't like it, it's going to sell no matter what. So, but exactly. So and it's unfortunate because it would be nice for the public to check out E3, but they did it like right at when they're at their peak to its death. Though that's the problem. That's that's what kind of like bothered me about that because I mean, it would be. I think it's fair. It would be fair for for the public to go to E3 and then they get to check out and see all the good stuff that's coming before anybody else does. You know, but it started off as a what do you call it? It started off as a closed event.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those are pretty much I have to say about E3 though. So yeah, I do miss it. I really do.
Yeah. You already said peace, Tony, right? You said
No, to be honest, unfortunately, E3 is not around right now. I've never been, so I don't have something to be nostalgic about. But I am kind of sad that the opportunity is not there at the moment. I want to be optimistic like you are, Torrance, thinking it'll come back. You raise a lot of good points, but Vet raises some very good, realistic points that are happening right now, like real-time metrics we can look at in real time. It doesn't look good, but gotta stay optimistic. Maybe it will. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
about that.
So, anyways, but y'all, my closing point is, everybody has a valid point. Yes, it's true. There's different times. People like information faster. Of course, Jeff Keighley has his like pretty much three pillars, I would say, of the industry right now that actually has his presence on it, which is actually the Games Tokyo, the Games Fest, the Summer Games Fest, the opening night of Gamescom, and of course the Game Awards at the end of the year. Although I really feel like something that it's great that he's doing all those things, and I'm glad that it gets that much of a presence. Problem is that I'm starting to see the Hollywood effect actually happening. The Hollywood effect is actually happening in that particular venue. There's too much outside influence in the gaming realm, and revenue is king.
Yeah,
money.
You got a lot of you have a lot of the wrong people that are in the industry, and they have no clue about how to make the industry successful.
Right. So if you want to see the integrity of a certain thing, you got to understand where the dollars lie. The dollars lie in what they invest in. The investors are looking for, what the profits, right? And GF Keighley is trying to make the profits actually make sense, right? So what they do, they get movie moguls, they get stars to show up, they get, they get, certain high level influencers in. That's exactly what they got. The Muppets in freaking almost every single year now for the Game Awards. Every year.
Yeah.
So my question is do you feel like that's a better route, or the purity of gaming needs to come back?
It's funny when you mentioned about the Muppets. I remember that odd moment. Okay, now listen. I like Al Pacino. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. But to have him be at the Game Awards, like, why do we need Al Pacino at the Game Awards? What does that do? He doesn't play video games.
No, he's not in the game.
No, he's not. He's not out there promoting a game or anything.
I love the guy too, but come on.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If he was, let's just say, if he was in a video game and he was doing voiceover for a game and he's promoting his game, yes, that's fine. That's okay. But he was just there, like, what's his purpose there? at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Keanu
play
makes
video
sense.
games.
Al Pacino does not.
They bring these celebrities that, just because this celebrity is going to be there, that's going to attract a lot more and more people to watch.
Yawn. Don't care.
Exactly.
See what the difference is?
That's
I
what
want
we
to
said
shit
about
relevant, dude. In context.
Exactly. When Torrance mentioned, you just mentioned this earlier, Torrance, about they're starting to get into the whole Hollywood effect thing. I had to throw that in there because when I saw that, when you mentioned that, and then when I saw that whole thing with Al Pacino, that very odd moment with Al Pacino was there, and he seems like he didn't know where the hell he was, and it's just.
And I don't blame him. He's like, "What is this? Why am I here?"
Yeah, exactly. So
it's like
I had to throw that
water,
in there.
Unreal. What am I doing here?
Yeah, exactly. I don't play video games.
Yeah. Wow. That's a statement. That was a huge statement. And I said, I feel bad. I would feel embarrassed. I'd be like, maybe this is a bad choice to bring Al Pacino out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, they must have paid him. I don't know how much they paid him to be there. They must have paid him a shit ton of money just to be there.
The only reason why, I guarantee the only reason why he was there because he didn't really have any work or anything he was working on at that moment. So basically, a little bit of extra money in his pocket was probably like, oh yeah, sure, no problem, whatever.
It's just funny, like, why Al Pacino?
Show him the check. He's like, yeah, I'll show up for a few minutes. Why not? Whatever. Oh, remember the Rock at the original Xbox launch at E3? Yeah, but come on, Bill Gates. Bill Gates had that pull. Think about that. You talk about a multi-billionaire freaking programmer.
Yeah.
That was his thing. Xbox was basically, like a contender, a new contender in the video game market because Xbox.
Right.
What was Xbox? No one knew what the hell Xbox was. So, of course, The Rock had to come in there. Someone.
Of course. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But what they say, sometimes star power, brings them out. I guess that's what they were trying to do.
To be fair, Dwayne Johnson is a game player.
Oh, that's
because he did say
he played himself on the Xbox Raw game, dude.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Exactly. And
he had fun doing that.
And during his time, and I'm going to say at WWF at the time, because that's what it's called. I'm gonna say it. I don't care what people say. Okay. During his successful run in WWF, though, and I saw he was in game magazines. He was doing interviews with GamePro and EGM. He's saying, when he's on the road, he loves playing his video games. He loves to play his. He said he even hooked up. He even takes his PlayStation. He takes some people take the N64 and they would hook it up in the hotel rooms and him and the other wrestlers, they used to play games when they were done with their shows.
Of course.
Or that some of them had their Game Boys. What's that, Tony?
I want to play video games with A New Day.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to hang out with those guys. They're down for that nonsense, man. It'll be a lot of fun.
I'd rather play video games with Kenny Omega.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, him too, man. The more the merrier. Let's all play.
He's a huge player right there, man. He's always, all the time. But right now we're actually pretty much at the end of our show. Give me your thoughts on that thing. What do you think? You think E3, should have a resurrection? I would say that it needs a slow resurrection. Don't go all in. I would say start from the ground floor, work your way up. Or do you think E3 should just stay dead and have GF Keighley and everything? We call it the Keigleys. Have the Keigleys going on, where people can actually be able to represent their award, their thing, and see. I don't know. Next, what they're gonna put Kermit the Frog in their thing, or I don't know who else they're gonna put in there. But it seems like every single year they put a new freaking
They'll throw anybody in there. I mean, they will throw anybody nowadays, especially for his game awards. And and don't forget, because isn't the Game Fest like every June?
Yeah,
I believe
every June.
So
It's coming up. Yeah, it's coming up in
next month.
First week of June. First week of June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's where the game, video game, Xbox Showcase is going to be. I believe it's that first weekend.
Yeah. We got they're going to show more on Gears of War E-Day.
Oh, look forward May 6th. Look forward May 6th. They're showing Stranger Than Heaven. That's something to look forward to. And I heard the Xbox presentation is going to be amazing. Definitely look forward to looking at seeing that. Me and Johnny are going to be seeing the Mortal Kombat 2 premiere.
Early access to it. So
that's fun.
So what we could do is that we could cover that as well on Friday, though.
Yep.
Indeed. We'll have a lot to cover.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And of course, free comic book day tomorrow. Don't forget, everybody, go ahead and go to your the local comic book store and get your free copies of some amazing comic first, and add it to your collection. Or if you just started a collection, get yourself going with that. And of course, remember, go ahead and try out something new. It's always good to try something different. You never know. You might find a new we call it genre that you might enjoy. So that's it for tonight. So thank you all for joining us for this episode of Gaming Trouble. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell notification to keep us relevant. We are almost at 200 subscribers. Keep them coming. I'm so thankful for all of you who actually have subscribed. So we're looking forward to the thing. We might do like an extreme stream one of these days and everything to try to push ourselves to 500 subscribers, which is actually our ultimate goal, because that way we can actually become monetized. That's something that'll be exciting. We're looking forward to it. We're almost there. Almost the halfway point. Thank you, Brett. Have a great weekend too.
Thank you, Brett. You too, buddy.
Have a great weekend, buddy.
All right, so of course, Johnny, and of course, you want to say your goodbyes, and then we'll just bounce out of here.
All right, I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and then we'll be back on Sunday. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. It was a great show.
Indeed, Tony.
Well, I'm going to try to squeeze some games in. Hopefully that happens this weekend. But I don't have much left to say, players, except keep leveling up. Say your prayers, take your vitamins, drink your milk.
Oh, yes. Drink your milk. If you like mother's milk, like I do, you can have that too.
You're a dirty birdie.
When you say mother's milk, that reminds me of what's her name, Mia Shafir. She used that as her finishing move, and she calls that the mother's milk.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That's fantastic. Send me a gift or something.
I'll have to show you what the technique. Tony, you'll be familiar with that technique for sure.
Just send me a video because it's hilarious.
I will. I will show you. I'll show you.
All right, guys. So keep on playing, keep on leveling up, and we'll see you next time on the next level of Gaming Trouble. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Good night, players. Have a good